Hey, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Sean. I'm the middle monkey on the Gonda podcast.
Me, dude. I'm joking. I'm gooning. I'm edging. It's fucking Billy Hall pass. Run! And then you pull out a gun from your backpack. The United States government would shut that down. They'd be like, "Oh, respawn? No, we're shooting your baby in the head."
If you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. It's pretty neat. It's me and my brothers. We get together every once in a while and record a long conversation, and then I get to go in and edit it down to all the best bits.
You get the world's most perfect dick.
The third option can't have the perfect dick, bro.
Right now, I wanted to get into what I'm doing here today. And what I'm doing here today is actually celebrating with you guys a small goal, but still a goal. We hit 420 subscribers, which I think is dope. And with the growth of this, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody following along. Not just me, but everybody else at the Gonda Pot crew. I don't want to say it's a lot of work that we do, but we do work. We do work. Do. We poop work. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you following along, and we appreciate such a, what feels like such a decent amount of growth in such a small amount of time, and such an overwhelming amount of support for what we're doing. You guys aren't here with me to tell you how much we appreciate you, because I've got them off doing other ventures. I've got them searching the world for rare and precious metals. I've got them subjugating entire populations just so that we can get our hands on some gems and put them on a necklace like y'all ain't never seen before.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
I've got them out there figuring out how we can hook up Neuralink to monkeys so we can get a whole chimp army. We're doing all kinds of shit. But right now, let's focus on this. And this is, it's a story time. It's a story time about the time I took some acid and then fell asleep and then woke up and everything that happened after that, which doesn't sound crazy, but I promise if you stick around, it gets absolutely fucking wild. Let's go ahead and take this first dab and then we'll get into it.
Richard Million, I feel no type of ways. Yeah, it's been a minute since I was these type of days. Pull me to the Billy, think I need a fucking bed. I can't trust these souls, know they used to lie to me. Blow the brains out the coop and then I drive away.
So our story begins at exactly 6 o'clock in the morning. I had pre-planned this day. I figured that everything was gonna go smoothly. There were no expectations of me. I was about to make the most of what I expected to be at least a halfway decent trip. 2 tabs of acid were placed on my tongue and swallowed. I went back to sleep. I expected nothing of it. Everything was gonna be fine and dandy from there on. Until I woke up at about 8 o'clock later, and there was a knock at my door. The knock was a stranger, somebody that I had never met before, and they decided to inform me at this early hour that my pet pig at the time, I had a pet pig. Some context, I had a pet pig. His name was LeBron. He was a good pig. I like this pig. It's kind of like a dog, but he had been torn to shreds over the night by a pack of coyotes. So this pig that I loved very much is torn to shreds, and this stranger is knocking at my door, waking me up as I'm an hour 30 deep into this trip. I'm starting to feel things. I'm starting to see the eyes. When I wake up, the eyes are all around me, and I answer this door, and the stranger is here to tell me that this pig is torn into shreds, and I'm done repeating that part of the story. They inform me, and I look out there, and I see this horrible, gruesome mess in my state that I am in, and I go, okay, thanks for letting me know. Have a good one. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. This is sort of this is a situation I've never been in before. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that situation. If you have, please let me know what you're supposed to say. I called them my partner at the time, and I asked them if they had a wheelbarrow, and they did not have a wheelbarrow. We need a wheelbarrow, and I waited about an hour for a wheelbarrow in the hot sun. This was probably summer. It was definitely summer. It was like summer or fall, but it was that time of fall where it starts to get really hot about noon. I'm standing out there waiting with this eviscerated pig. Wheelbarrow shows up and we move him into the wheelbarrow, and then I have to go and dig about a 4-foot hole, a 4-foot deep hole. And my partner went off as I was left to my own devices to shovel the dirt over this pig. And as I'm shoveling the dirt over this pig, this was probably we're about 3 hours in, right? 4 hours, somewhere around there. So I'm definitely feeling some kind of way at this time. I live in the country where people own farms and ranches, and they have a lot of cattle and farm animals, things, and that it's just normal for things like that to get loose. I wasn't a farmer, okay? I wasn't a farmer. I just had a pig. Pigs are cool. But I'm burying this pig, and a truck comes up, and then this truck tells me that there's a cattle loose down the road. If I know the person, I should probably let them know. And I go, thanks, bud. Okay, I'll let him know. As I'm burying this pig, and he drives off. And now looking back at it, it could have been him calling the police because he saw a man who looked highly deranged. Because again, remember, I was woken up suddenly in the middle of a trip to go bury a pig that had been torn to shreds. I don't know how clear I can make this. Tripping dick. And I still gotta hold it together. I gotta fucking man the fuck up through this, and I gotta bury a goddamn dead pig. And I don't know if it was because he just saw like a deranged man whose pupils were the size of dinner plates and just absorbing all light. And I'm burying this animal that looks like I probably could have murdered it. I didn't, but that's not gonna stop this random stranger. I think he might have called the police because a state trooper showed up. A state trooper showed up and informed me that there is a cattle loose down the road. And I gotta sit there and tell him, yeah, dude, I know. I'm trying to bury a pig. At this point, I am so focused on just trying to get this done so I can go back inside to finish off my day. And then once I saw the cop car rolling up and slowing down. So you know when you see a cop car in your rear view and your heart just falls out of your ass? Mine didn't even do that. It was just like fucking, it stayed there and then it just turned to stone. And then my skin went cold and then I just fucking started working faster. It was just like, oh, fucking, come on, just fucking shovel this dirt. The entire time, I'm really just trying to get him to understand that I don't give a fuck about this cow. It is not my business. But at the end of the day, it was my business. Somehow we knew the people whose cow was loose, you know? So we just had to go down there and wrangle the cow back in. But that honestly was fun because that part was just sort of like running side to side from the cow, just like trying to get it to like walk its way slowly back towards the fence, but not let it get too far. And it could have charged it. It could have charged us and stampeded us. You know, we could have easily gotten squished and died. After all of that was said and done, I had to go walk around Lowe's in the plant section for another hour and a half. And at this point, dude, I'm 5 hours deep. Okay, 5 hours, 6 hours, but not quite. We're about 2/3 into this fucking trip, right? I won't say it's a trip, but I'm tripping, you know? I'm getting a lot of stuff going on here, and I'm also trying to maintain reality, and I'm not trying to fucking let what is going on in reality affect what is going on in here, you know? And it was a whole lot. It was definitely a test of mental fortitude. But yeah, after that, we walked through Lowe's in the plant section for about an hour and a half, and then went and ate Denny's, to which I then laid there with my head down like this for 45 minutes until finally the chicken tenders that I ordered came out, and I stared at those chicken tenders and I forced myself to eat them because God knew that if I didn't eat something, I was going to pass out. I was going to pass out and die right there in that booth. At the end of the day, I got to go home and I got to lay down and I got to just ride out the last like 3 hours of the trip, and it was okay. Definitely never ever gonna forget that one. And with all that being said, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this story up. If you guys have had any other similar experiences to like burying pigs, or if anything in the story has ever happened to you, please let me know. Please just let me know I'm not alone. I don't want this to be a unique experience. This is the only one I don't want it to be. Thank you guys. Let's go ahead and take one more just to fucking round this all off. And one day I'll get a fucking Puffco Peak or something like that. But until then, I'm gonna use this dirty ass rig.
HT made the wave.
Rolling up, yeah, I gotta keep it lit. Ain't no suckers in my circle, you ain't living how I live. My city stressed out, dumping bodies off the bridge.
Did it do anything that time?
Said I'm too sorry.